Everyone says real estate makes people rich. Others say stocks are the smartest investment. But what if both sides are hiding something? What if the real answer is not what you think? Meet Alex and Ryan. Same age, same job, same salary, and both have exactly $50,000 saved. They start at the same point, but they make one different decision. Alex buys a house. Ryan buys stocks. 10 years later, their results will surprise you. Alex uses his $50,000 as a down payment. On a $250,000 rental property, he takes a loan from the bank, finds a tenant, and starts collecting rent. The numbers look great at first. He earns $1,800 per month in rent. His mortgage is about $1,300. That's a $500 profit every month. Sounds like easy money, right? But here's what nobody tells you. That $500 is not real profit, because real estate has hidden costs: property taxes, insurance, maintenance, repairs, vacancies. One broken pipe can cost thousands. One empty month means zero income, and suddenly that profit disappears. Still, Alex feels successful. He owns a real asset. He can see it, touch it, show it to his friends. People respect him. It feels like he's winning. Now let's look at Ryan. Ryan takes the same $50,000 and invests it into index funds. No property, no tenants, no stress. He also adds $300 every month. And then he does nothing, no calls, no repairs, no headaches, just waiting. At first, it feels boring. His money goes up, then down, then up again. There's no excitement. No one talks about it. No one is impressed. But here's the truth. Boring investments often win. After 5 years, Alex has made some money, but he has also spent time and energy, late night calls, unexpected repairs, tenant problems. Ryan has done nothing, but his money is growing quietly in the background. This is where things get interesting. Alex is working for his investment. Ryan's investment is working for him. Now fast forward to year 10. Alex's property has increased in value. He has built equity. Ryan's portfolio has also grown through compound interest. And here's the surprising part. They are almost equal. Both are worth around the same amount. But look closer. Alex had stress, debt, and responsibility. Ryan had freedom, flexibility, and time. Same result, completely different journey. Now imagine this. If Ryan simply invests a little more every month, he wins, because compounding is powerful. It starts slow, but then it explodes. But this doesn't mean real estate is bad. Real estate has advantages: leverage, tax benefits, cash flow, and in the right situation, it can outperform stocks. And stocks are not perfect either. They can crash, they can drop fast, and they test your patience. So what's the real answer? The truth is, there is no best investment, only the one that fits you. Your time, your risk, your lifestyle, because the real mistake is choosing something you don't fully understand. So next time someone says, this is the best investment, ask them one question. Did you include everything?